At this time, AI is taking over many high-stakes, value-laden decisions that used to be done by humans. Historically, it's well known that societies and humans may have biases. And any past data we left for AI to be trained is full of those biases. One example which increased awareness of AI bias was in the context of healthcare. Developers assume that if somebody hasn't presented yet to a hospital, probably they have been healthy. And then taught or designed the algorithm in a way that it would give less resources to a healthy person. But it turns out that many disadvantaged people who didn't have insurance or who were underinsured never presented before. So when they presented, their health condition was dire. Despite that, the algorithm was denying or reducing resource allocations to them. And that was a commonly used algorithm across the country. And again, that was another case which increased our awareness that algorithmic bias could be very dangerous. So algorithms, in case there is no information about someone, tends to go with group affiliation of the person. Let's say it's an insurance algorithm, auto insurance algorithm, trying to estimate prices for them. The two people are very similar in everything, but one of them lives in a mainstream zip code, another one in a disadvantaged, marginalized zip code. That second person receives a higher auto insurance premium. Are those people developing these algorithms really biased? Did they intend to develop biased algorithms? Not necessarily. We use 350 biased algorithms. For each problematic biased algorithm, we want to find a very similar one, except that it didn't develop the bias. So we matched and paired the algorithms, problematic, problem-free. We were going back to developer and user organizations of each algorithm in the pair and looking at how they were trying to mitigate or whether they were trying to mitigate algorithmic risks such as bias. If humans don't know how to make a decision, if they don't agree on the right way of making a decision about anything, should we develop an algorithm to automate that decision? Where it's smaller scale, maybe you decide not to develop an algorithm. Another one is organizations can institute mitigation mechanisms, and in our study we found that those who institute mitigations were able to reduce both the likelihood and the impact of algorithmic bias. Things like, again, who has oversight of algorithmic risk? Do you delegate it or relegate it to your lower level data science teams? Or do you have top level oversight? Also, from the perspective of user organizations, stakeholder management. Involve your stakeholders early on. When algorithms make decisions, it affects the stakeholders. One's gain is another stakeholder's loss. So you may never be able to come up with a solution that satisfies all the stakeholders. But you engage the stakeholders, you discuss all these complex trade-offs involved, and then every stakeholder is able to see the issue from the perspective of the others, and then they're able to say, okay, I get it. It will not satisfy what I want. It will not optimize what I want 100%, but this solution, I can agree to that.